You bought the plant. You watered it every single day because you cared about it. And now it's dying. But here's the cruel irony. Your plant isn't dying because you neglected it. It's dying because you loved it way too much. Overwatering is the #1 mistake beginners make in gardening. And the tricky part is that the symptoms look almost exactly like underwatering. So in this video, I'm going to show you 7 clear signs that you're overwatering your plants and exactly what to do about each one. Before we get into the signs, let me quickly explain why overwatering is so deadly. When you water too much, the soil stays constantly wet. That means the roots can't breathe. Yes, roots need oxygen, and they begin to rot. And once root rot sets in, the plant can't absorb water or nutrients properly, even though there's plenty of both right there in the soil. That's why overwatered plants look starved, wilted, and sick, even when the soil is soaking wet. Now, let's go through the 7 signs. The most common sign of overwatering is yellowing leaves, but specifically the lower, older leaves turning yellow and mushy. If the yellowing starts at the bottom of the plant and moves upward, that's a classic overwatering pattern. Underwatered plants also get yellow leaves, but those leaves will feel dry and papery. That texture difference is your key clue. This one confuses beginners the most. Your plant is drooping and wilting, so you water more, but the soil is already wet, which is a clear sign of root rot. When roots are damaged from sitting in water, they lose their ability to push water up into the plant. So, the plant wilts from dehydration, even while drowning. If you see a white fuzzy layer on top of your soil, or the surface looks green and slimy, that's mold and algae. Both love consistently wet, dark conditions. Mold on soil won't directly kill your plant immediately, but it signals a moisture problem that will. It also attracts fungus gnats, those tiny annoying flies that hover around your plants. Brown leaf tips alone can mean many things. Low humidity, salt buildup, underwatering. But when brown tips appear together with soft, mushy stems near the base, that combination points directly to overwatering. The stem becomes soft and discolored because the rot is already spreading upward from the roots. This is an advanced warning sign. If you catch it here, act fast. When a plant drops green, healthy-looking leaves, not yellowed, not dried, that's a stress response. One of the main triggers is consistently waterlogged roots. The plant essentially sheds leaves it can no longer support because its damaged root system can't deliver enough nutrients. This symptom is common in indoor houseplants like pothos, peace lilies, and rubber plants when overwatered. This one isn't a plant symptom. It's a soil symptom. If your soil is still visibly dark and wet 3 to 4 days after watering, your drainage is poor, or you're simply watering too frequently. Different plants have very different water needs. Succulents and cacti may need watering every 2 to 3 weeks. Vegetables in hot weather may need watering daily. Matching your schedule to the plant's actual need, not a fixed routine, is the key shift beginners need to make. If you see tiny black flies hovering around your plants and rising up from the soil when disturbed, those are fungus gnats. Adult gnats are mostly harmless, but their larvae live in moist soil and feed on roots, causing real damage to young plants and seedlings. Fungus gnats are almost always a sign of chronically overwatered soil. So the solution isn't a spray. It's just drying the soil out. Here's the rule I want you to remember from this video. When in doubt, don't water. Most plants can handle being slightly underwatered. Very few can handle being consistently overwatered. The single best habit you can build as a beginner is to check your soil before you water. Every single time. Your plants will tell you what they need if you learn to listen. Catch you in the next video.